Oh, hi, you. What's up? It's been a while we didn't see you. Or perhaps you didn't see us since a while. Something big happened. Like, something like big.
How
And
we
by
gonna-
big, I mean big.
I like that.
So yes,
See, it's as big as my head.
I broke some ligaments in my foot while doing an act at the Moulin Rouge. So what happened is that we were working, and so how it works is that we do 12 shows a week at the Moulin, which is a lot for us in the circus world. I don't know many people that do that much, or some do, but it's for a short period, like a month, and it's for Christmas. But us, it's like full year, and so we were getting into the summer period here in Paris, and we actually, when it happened, it was the 12th show of the week, and we were just like quite tired. We had like 3 months doing the same thing, the same routine, and that night, specific night, we were just tired. The next day we were gonna be, it was gonna be a day off for us, so we were like, all right, let's just have it done. Like
One last.
I remember we did the first one because it's 2 shows every night, 6 days a week. And then we went to do the first one. I remember we were tired. We were like,
really
it was so hard. And then we go back to the dressing room and we're like walking like this super slowly. Then we're like, all right, one last. Then it's day off, like the magical day off, which isn't enough, never. Still to relax. And then we went back on stage. And what happened is that we started the act. Everything was smooth and nice. And like, we can't give half. We have like to give full spin. And then in the middle of our first sequence, we did a movement. And what happened actually?
Well, it's the hardest movement that we do. It's the most complicated, the most technical, and the most tiring, and also the most scary, because it's kind of the most shaky one we have.
Yeah.
And there were lots of things that happened. Do we want to do like the technical explanation?
For this, I will put my glasses.
Yeah,
Technical explanation.
Technical explanation. So I am in front of, in this movement, I am in front of Francis. So we are in this position like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know it looks a bit, but yeah. So in this position, I'm there, and then I have to get up on him to go into this position. But we will put a video. It will be nice.
This position.
this position, which we
Alright.
call sirène. And there were 2 things that happened. First of all, because we were a bit more tired, it was harder to stay together. So Francis was pushing me a little bit out, and I was a little bit loose. So I was not, like, we were not on this side of the wheel, but we were kind of on the other side.
Are you saying it's my fault?
No, no. I think it's a pretty good mix of both
Actually,
of us.
I don't know whose fault it is. Really.
Actually,
I don't know.
also the thing when you fall on stage, it happens so quickly that like you're in the air and the next moment you're on the floor.
Yeah.
That it goes super quick. So then there was like we were badly linked. Our elbows were not well together, and I was going up on him, and I was already in a bad position. Like in this kind of sirène thing, we were in a bad position. You cannot really tell because it looks still good, but it was bad. And then we go into this complicated move, which we call the transfert.
Actually, this is like the hardest movement because within 1 second and a half, we do like so much. It's like going on one side, pushing, going under, letting it go for Lea, like flexing. There's like 8 movements happening at the same time. We've got to be so precise. It's like that's why it is our hardest movement in the act.
And unfortunately, like people don't really see it. Like it's the hardest movement in the act.
Because it goes so quickly.
Just-
So people don't see it, but we still do it because we want to be high technical,
Exactly, it's a really cool transition.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we did it and we didn't do it quick enough. I was a bit in front. We got a bit stuck. Anyways, we were a bit tired. So
short story, we fell. So
exactly.
for 1 second I knew we were gonna fall, and at Moulin the stage is quite small. It's 6 meters by 6 by 7 ish. And so right away on the moment I've got to be, because I'm controlling more where the wheel goes, so I got to be very careful so that we don't fall in the audience, because the head of the audience is at the level of the stage, like ish.
Yeah.
And so right away I had to be like quick, be like, all right, we're gonna fall, this is not going good, okay, smooth fall, because you always want to fall as smooth as possible. So then I did it, so we went on the right side, so we fell on the stage and not in the audience, and I put my foot on the side just to stop the momentum of the wheel. There was like the weight of Lea with the wheel that really, like, there was this force, all of this force that I had to stop. Who stopped the force? Well, my foot.
The foot?
The foot? This one
it.
stopped. So, thanks to the foot, it's huge. I don't know if you can tell, it's really huge.
This should be the thumbnail picture.
Oh yeah. If you like this picture, make sure you give it a good thumbs up. So my foot stopped the wheel, and actually we see it in the video. Actually, as you can see, it's not a big thing. Like my foot just stopped and it just tripled. Like it goes a bit like this on the side. It goes like click, and it's okay. Like it could have been totally fine. But actually, what happened is that I've got two ligaments that broke. They are the ligament du lisifranc. So one completely broke, and the other one partly broke. So they're like right in the middle of the foot. So it's really not common to have them torn. After that, what happened is that we're both laying down on the floor. So we're like,
what happened?
What happened? And then I just remember, like, right away when this happens, it doesn't happen very often, like, but when that happens, there's a certain way that you have to behave, no? That you have to act, because you're on stage and people are like shocked, like you just fell. So you want to make them reassure them and be like, it's gonna be all right. So right away we put on our smile. I got up and there was this woman in the first row, and she was like, she gave me like this scary face. She was like, and I was like, you know what, it's gonna be okay. And then I just take the wheel and I step back up and then I look at Lea and we're like, all right, like a big smile, it's okay.
Fine.
And then I put the wheel in between us, and then I do one step and I'm like, oh. And I just like, I truly felt like, actually the image I had, it was like us just putting our feet, because we work with our feet. So it was just me putting my foot back in the wheel, and I was like, it's going to be impossible. So basically two bones are not attached anymore. And that's what I felt right away. I was like, you know, if I would have put my foot in the wheel, like the two bones would have been dancing, you know? So, and so I did one step and I was like, all right, that's not gonna, I'm not gonna be able, I didn't know what was happening, but I was like, it's not gonna be possible. So then I look at Lea, we took like a statue moment, we're like looking at each other, and I'm like, we go off stage. Yeah. And then like we take the wheel and we're like, all right, where do we put it? We put it down.
Because it's the first time, like it happened before that we fell on
stage. Oh yeah, by the way, it's the first time ever that
we stopped, or that we injured us.
That we are injured.
Yeah.
Like, it's the first time in my career. Well, I was injured once at school, but never in my career.
Yeah, and so it's like 4 years of working or 5 years of working was the first time. So it's part of the job, and it's totally okay. But it's funny because you're on stage then, and then you decide to go off stage, but you still have to show the people that it's okay. So we did like a kind of a final bow, and it looks terrible because we didn't really know what to do.
Actually, it looks okay. It's just like, when you stop an act to go off stage, like obviously for the audience something bad happened, and yes.
Yeah.
All right, technical moment gone. So right away next morning, hospital. Then I had a scan, nothing was broken. Then I had a MRI, and then we knew that the ligaments were turned. And then they told me you have to put on a boot. Then I had the boot for 2 weeks. Then I had the boot for a month. Now it's been a month. It's been 5 weeks that we had this accident. It's been the first week I didn't have the boot. Now I have this big friend for a month. It's very funny when I walk in the street. Like I get so many stares. It's really funny. Tomorrow I'm supposed to have this boot removed. So it's getting better. I can feel it, but still I'm not 100%. Like I cannot walk basically. So of course I cannot spin in a wheel. So with chance, if everything goes well, we should start get back on the wheel and on stage at mid-July. And so that means that this little night, this little tiredness made us have to stop for 2 months. Actually, it happened on the 7th of May at midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight dot 01.
So 2 months in a week. For us, it's a shock and it's like a big thing. But on the other hand, it's part of work, and it gives us some free time for the rest of the body. Like give ourselves a rest and a break, and we have time to like now hang out in a park and actually get to see Paris a bit by day and by night. So it's unfortunate, but it's not so drastic.
Actually, it's cool because we realize we're positive people in life. And
exactly.
We're not dramatical people, you know. I feel like this happened, and we're like, okay, it's gonna be okay.
We wanted to share this with you because you're kind of following our journey and seeing what's going on.
And also it's a nice memory for us.
Yeah.
Actually, this is fun because all of these videos we make, like already I started to look back on the first one we did, and it's so funny because these are really good memories for us. We're like, oh my god, we were so young.
Yes.
and then later we look at this video and we'll be, oh my god, we were so broken. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up.
and stay tuned for more stuff to come.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful day. Enjoy the park.
Yeah. Enjoy the park.
Enjoy the park.
Go outside. Go get some fresh air.
And stay positive.
Put YouTube on the side sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
See you soon.
Ciao.
Bye.